Good morning everybody and welcome back to another War Thunder video, and today I thought I'd discuss something, or at least start a conversation. Actually no, not start a conversation. I'm joining in a conversation with the Scottish Koala. Those of you who watch my channel probably know about his channel as well. We started our channels roughly at the same time. He is a much bigger channel than me now, congratulations to him, but he started a conversation in one of his videos called Where Are All the Players? This Where Are All the Players video was in relation to War Thunder and the fact that War Thunder's the most people you see playing War Thunder at any given time now is around 55,000-60,000, right? Now that may sound like a lot, but when we look at the amount of games out there, AAA games, and the amount of players they get on a daily basis, it's actually kind of scary. Now, before we start getting into detail here, don't worry, this is not going to be one of those videos where I tell you that it's a load of bullshit or I agree with one side or the other. I am not the first person to bring up this topic. I am not claiming to be the first person to bring up this topic. I am purely choosing this topic and giving my own opinion whilst using the information these people have found themselves. Now, whether you like the fact that I'm doing this or not is entirely up to you, but I feel it is something that needs to be said, and I do not have the resources nor the intelligence to understand this information unless I have somebody tell it to me first. So, I digress. All of the information you will be hearing me say, mention, use in this video will most likely be from Mags's video, and then I will give my own opinion on what he has said, and basically leave the doors open to you guys down in the comment section on Reddit, in the comment section of this video, wherever else this video may end up, to give me your own opinions on the matter yourself. So, the general consensus with War Thunder's issue to do with its player base is generally supposed to be revolving around its advertising. That is what most people suspect. Now, from what I was told, or what I heard in Max's video, there are two kinds of advertising. There is advertising where you aim the advertising at a specific audience. This is known as targeted advertising. And then there is general advertising, which is equivalent to putting an advert in a magazine, whether it be a gamer magazine or not, for a very specific kind of game, like War Thunder is. And there may be 100,000 people that read the magazine, but only 5,000 may even realise that it's even in there, or go looking into it further. Targeted advertising, on the other hand, is far more expensive to publishers and usually involves things like billboards or putting adverts into magazines that are very genre specific to what they are trying to advertise. Video games, for example, gaming magazines, gaming, I don't even know if there's TV shows related to gaming, but you know, it's akin to somebody getting their new product on the gadget show, you know, a new hovering drone with a 3D camera on it, you know, getting that on the gadget show. That would be their idea of fantastic targeted advertising. The sort of people who watch that show are going to really want to use a product like that. They're going to really find it fascinating, and that is what is going to get the people to come and check out this product in more detail, having seen it on the TV show. Now, War Thunder's advertising is generally considered to be, how can I put this politely, threadbare. I started playing this game 4 or 5 years ago, and the game has only been around 4 or 5 years, so I started pretty much when the game came out, and I only heard about it due to word of mouth. One of my friends, who I went to school with at the time, was very much interested in the game, convinced me to have a go at it myself, and I did. Now, I have very, very rarely seen adverts for War Thunder on, I think I may have seen some on YouTube, like the banners at the side, possibly on Facebook as well, but other than that, next to nothing to advertise the game. But, and here is the meaty part of this conversation, the advertising is not the reason that the player base is dwindling, although it isn't actually dwindling, but we'll get onto that at the end. The reason the player base is perceived to be dwindling is because even though Gaijin said in 2016, when the game first released, I think it was on the 22nd of December, they released a picture showing that they had 15 million concurrent players. Now, that's an advertising trick. Effectively what they're saying is we have 15,000 individual accounts on our game. That does not mean those that does not mean those 15 million people actually play the game, it just means they've made an account. The issue is that the advertising is there to get people's attention. It's not there to retain their attention for long periods of time. That is most definitely the game's job. So to sum that up in a sentence, the advertising gets you in, the game's content, and whether you enjoy the game or not is what keeps you playing. The people who have not kept playing since they created their account, well, there was clearly something wrong in the game that they didn't like. So that has pretty much covered everything that Max has mentioned, and now I can get on to the section where I describe why I think the player base, the majority of people make an account, they only play for, Christ, I don't know, a week, a month, a year, and then they leave. And I think the solution is very simple. It's the grind. It's taken me 4 or 5 years to get to where I am now, and for the first time in ages I actually bought a premium account in December at Christmas when it's the cheapest, because why wouldn't I buy it when it's cheapest? These people, you have to genuinely convince somebody to keep putting money into the game, and if they don't enjoy what they're doing, if they find the grind punishing, some people will just give up, flash their credit card and end up at tier 3 in the space of a day. Other people will grit their teeth, try and hold out for as long as possible, and then realise that they're not really getting anywhere. They don't feel like they've achieved anything because they've been sat at their computer, they've been playing and playing and playing, they've gotten maybe tier 3, tier 4 if they're lucky, and then they think, shit, I've got 3 or 4 other countries to work my way through. And just like that, they give up. They don't want to spend any money on the game, they're not enjoying it that much, and it gets to a stage where they're playing it because they feel like they have to, not because they want to. And that is where the issues lie. In my opinion, of course, feel free to disagree. I'm always happy for a coherent argument or debate. Yeah, I think it seems to be the grind. That is my opinion, of course, and I think it's the only logical one, personally. There may be more technical issues why they don't like the graphics, they don't like the way the game plays, they don't like the fact that PS4 players and PC players are allowed to play together. Which actually, now that I've just reminded myself, brings me on to something else regarding the player base. Xbox. They're either getting War Thunder very soon, or they've only just got it, one or the other. I don't keep up to date with Xbox, but if they're going to be getting the game, they're going to have to try very, very hard to convince people to play War Thunder, those on Xbox. They've had World of Tanks for, what, 3-4 years now, something like that? So the people who play World of Tanks are probably going to be the prime audience for the people who play War Thunder, and in the 3 or 4 years they've been playing World of Tanks, I find it very hard to believe that they've never heard of War Thunder. If they wanted to play War Thunder, they would have played it already. Of course, there is an argument to be made that if they played World of Tanks on Xbox, chances are they wouldn't have been able to play War Thunder, so this may be their first opportunity, they may try it, but I have a feeling that may just add more players to the list of people who create an account and then realise this isn't for them. So that's pretty much my spiel on this topic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was not particularly, well, I hope it was interesting at the very least. Maybe not enjoyable, but if you guys would like to leave a comment in the Reddit or the comment section on the video, wherever else this video may end up, give your opinion, have a discussion with me in the comments if you disagree with me. And I hope you guys have a great day, great weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next War Thunder video. Cheers.